welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to relive one of the most thrilling games of the 2023-24 NBA season. The Warriors' buzzer-beating victory over the Thunder in the final seconds of the in-season tournament. The Golden State Warriors, led by their superstar duo of Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson, were looking to make a statement in the in-season tournament. The Oklahoma City Thunder, despite their young roster, were determined to prove themselves against one of the league's top teams. The Warriors were coming off a disappointing loss in the NBA Finals the previous season. They were hungry to get back to the championship and prove that they were still one of the best teams in the league. Curry and Thompson were both in excellent form, and they were leading the Warriors' offense. The Thunder were a young and up-and-coming team. They had a lot of talent, but they were still inexperienced. They were looking to make a name for themselves in the league, and they were determined to upset the Warriors. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Chet Holmgren were the two young stars of the Thunder team. Gilgeous-Alexander was a dynamic scorer and playmaker, while Holmgren was a skilled big man with a lot of potential. The two players were the future of the Thunder franchise, and they were looking to show the world what they could do. The in-season tournament was a chance for both teams to make a statement. The Warriors were looking to show that they were still one of the best teams in the league. The Thunder were looking to prove that they were a team on the rise. The stage was set for an epic clash between two of the most exciting teams in the NBA. The game was a back-and-forth affair from the start, with both teams trading baskets and leads throughout the first three quarters. Curry and Thompson were on fire for the Warriors, while Gilgeous-Alexander and Holmgren were keeping the Thunder in the game. Curry was in a zone, hitting three-pointers from all over the court. Thompson was also hot, making a number of mid-range jumpers. The Warriors' offense was clicking, and they were able to take a lead early in the game. However, the Thunder wouldn't go away. Gilgeous-Alexander was a force to be reckoned with, driving to the basket and drawing fouls. Holmgren was also a presence in the paint, protecting the rim and rebounding the ball. The Thunder's defense was able to slow down the Warriors' offense, and they were able to close the gap in the second quarter. The third quarter was even more intense, with neither team able to gain a significant advantage. Curry and Thompson continued to hit shots for the Warriors, but Gilgeous-Alexander and Holmgren were keeping the Thunder in the game. The two teams went back and forth throughout the quarter, and they were tied heading into the fourth quarter. The fourth quarter was a nail-biter, with neither team able to gain a lead of more than 5 points. Curry and Thompson continued to be the Warriors' main offensive threats, but Gilgeous-Alexander and Holmgren were making plays for the Thunder. The two teams were trading baskets, and it was anyone's game. With under a minute left, the Warriors held a slim lead, but the Thunder weren't about to give up. Gilgeous-Alexander drove to the basket and drew a foul from Curry. But the referees called basket interference on Curry, nullifying the basket and giving the ball to the Thunder. The Thunder inbounded the ball with just 0.8 seconds left and launched a Hail Mary pass towards the basket. The ball bounced around in the air, and it looked like the Thunder had won the game. But then, out of nowhere, Draymond Green tipped the ball in for the Warriors at the buzzer. The Warriors' buzzer-beating victory was one of the most dramatic moments of the season. It showed that the Warriors were still a force to be reckoned with. And it gave the Thunder, as the clock ticked down in the fourth quarter, the tension in the arena was palpable. The Warriors held a slim 4-point lead, but the Thunder were not about to go down without a fight. With every second that passed, the crowd held its breath, anticipation hanging heavy in the air. With under a minute left, the Thunder inched closer, closing the gap to just 2 points. The Warriors, sensing the urgency, held the ball, running time off the clock. But the Thunder's defense was relentless, forcing the Warriors into a tough shot. The ball bounced off the rim, and the Thunder rebounded, gaining possession with just 3.31 seconds remaining. The Thunder inbounded the ball, and the crowd erupted in a cacophony of noise as Gilgeous-Alexander drove to the basket, drawing a foul from Curry. The Thunder faithful roared in anticipation, believing that their team had just secured the victory. However, a hush fell over the crowd as the referees signaled a controversial basket interference call on Curry, nullifying the basket and giving the ball back to the Thunder. The Warriors fans breathed a collective sigh of relief, while the Thunder's supporters groaned in disbelief. With just 0.8 seconds left, the Thunder inbounded the ball once more, desperation etched on their faces. The ball soared through the air, finding its way into the hands of Holmgren, who leaped into the air, launching a Hail Mary pass towards the basket. The crowd watched in bated breath as the ball arced through the air, seemingly destined for the basket. But just as it was about to fall through the net, a hand appeared out of nowhere, tipping the ball away from the hoop. The crowd roared in disbelief as the ball bounced off the backboard and into the waiting arms of Draymond Green, who, with a buzzer-beating layup, secured the victory for the Warriors. The Thunder's players collapsed to the ground in despair, while the Warriors celebrated their dramatic win. As Shai Gilgeous-Alexander drove to the basket with just 3.31 seconds remaining, the Thunder faithful held their breath, hoping that their team had just secured the victory. Gilgeous-Alexander drew a foul from Stephen Curry, and the crowd erupted in anticipation, believing that their team had just earned a chance to tie the game. However, as the referees huddled to discuss the play, a hush fell over the crowd. After a tense moment, the referees signaled a controversial basket interference call on Curry, nullifying the basket and giving the ball back to the Thunder. The Warriors fans breathed a collective sigh of relief, while the Thunder supporters groaned in disbelief. The call sparked immediate outrage, with many fans and analysts believing that it was an incorrect decision. Replays of the play showed that Curry had made contact with Gilgeous-Alexander's arm, but the contact appeared to be minimal and did not affect Gilgeous-Alexander's shot. The controversial call became a major talking point in the aftermath of the game, with many people questioning the officiating. Some argued that the refs had made the right call, while others believed that they had blown the whistle too quickly and had not given Gilgeous-Alexander enough time to complete his shot. The call added another layer of drama to an already thrilling game, and it left many fans and analysts wondering whether the Thunder had been robbed of a chance to win the game. With just 0.8 seconds left on the clock, the Thunder inbounded the ball, knowing that their only hope for victory was a Hail Mary pass. The ball soared through the air, finding its way into the hands of Chet Holmgren, who leaped into the air, launching a desperate prayer towards the basket. The crowd watched in bated breath as the ball arced through the air, seemingly destined for the basket. Holmgren, a rookie with a promising future, had given it his all, but the ball seemed to hang in the air for an eternity. As the ball neared the hoop, a hand appeared out of nowhere, tipping the ball away from its intended destination. The crowd gasped in disbelief, wondering who had made the crucial play. The answer came in the form of Draymond Green, the Warriors' defensive stalwart. Green had positioned himself perfectly, anticipating the Hail Mary pass and making a last-ditch effort to defend the basket. His instincts had paid off, and he had saved the game for the Warriors. Green's block was a moment of brilliance, a testament to his defensive prowess and ability to make game-changing plays in the clutch. It was a fitting end to a thrilling game, one that would be remembered for years to come. The Warriors' buzzer-beating victory was one of the most dramatic moments of the season. It showed that the Warriors were still a force to be reckoned with, and it gave the Thunder hope for the future. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more NBA content. And don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of the game. Thanks for watching, NBA Fanatics. Until next time, keep ballin'.